Well, that looks pretty suggestive, like a gateway. So I guess we're on the right track here. If we're going to get to the other worlds that are below us.
That big crystal must be the portal to the next world. All I have to do is lower all of those stones.
I don't know how Torin knows that, but that pretty much is the way to solve this puzzle here. So we have this shard that we were given by the guard. Clear shard is what it's called. So I believe we put that in here. And sure enough, we need to move it around until we're able to get all the pillars down. I've never actually needed to really pay attention to which one works here, because usually through trial and error you can get it to work pretty quickly. Of course, as I say that, watch me like take forever here. Putting in the white one tends to move stuff around as far as these colors go. Let's see. Almost. There we go. Let's see what this stuff is. It just rose up out of the floor.
This powder must be important. But what if there isn't any of it in the lands below? I'd better find something to hold enough so I can get home again.
Ah, okay. So we need to find a way to hold that powdery stuff.
This powder must be important.
Well, you'd think he'd be able to just put it into his pouch, but maybe he needs something else. Looks like the guard has left. Hope he enjoys his pie.
Looks like the old boy took the square root pie and split. Hope he doesn't get a divide by zero error.
Oh, more math humor. Well, let's see what we can do. We need to find some kind of container. Maybe there's something back at the house that I missed. I do remember a lot about this game, having played it many times when I was young, but my memory is not always up to par. So let's have a look back at the house. If there's any kind of scene you want to skip, for example, if we want to skip him, seeing him walk all the way to his house, you can always click the forward button here.
Hey, Boogle, let's go.
Okay, anything I missed here? Ah, yes, I did miss one thing.
Hey, Dad's old tobacco pouch would be perfect for carrying the Arresti powder.
And again, I guess, even though Torin doesn't have any particular reason to know what that powder is called, it is called the Arresti powder. And we'll see what that does in a few moments here. The chamber with the crystals is known as a phenocryst chamber. I'm not sure if that means that the crystals themselves are called phenocrysts or not. I can't remember if that's ever actually made clear. Okay, let's use the bag on the powder.
I'd better get enough of this powder to last. If it does take me to the lands below, I'll need enough to get home again.
Alright, and now... use it, I think, it's on the pedestal or the crystal? I think it's on the pedestal.
Hurry, Boog. Hop in. Hang on, Boogle. I hope I'm right about this.
Sir, they were both in there. And they're gone.
And the child?
Missing.
The child must be found. Immediately.
Whoa! Phew! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Alright, so another flashback there to what happened after baby Torin had been taken from the palace, and we pretty much get one of those flashback interludes in between every chapter. And you can also see how travel works in this world. All of the nested surface worlds here, one after the other, are linked by these crystals. So you basically kind of slide down the crystals in kind of a sparkly form, I guess, in order to get from one world to another. Now we got one of these tiles, and there's another one right here, so let's see if we can get this one as well.
What? Oh, not again.
Let me try again. As athletic, there, I said it. As athletic as Torin is, he keeps doing a lot of falling down. Let's see. I don't think there's really anything else up here except the menu. Okay, now you notice again here we have a vertical slide. And this is kind of something I don't usually see very often in adventure games. Instead of having a very wide screen, something that you traverse horizontally a lot, this one is completely vertical. It's kind of cool. You can actually see some people down there, or at least one person. Let's see, I guess down that way. Yeah. Looks like she's washing stuff.
Hello?
She's so busy washing, she never even noticed me.
You can see that she's at least got some socks up here. And looks like there's a spare clothespin we can look at. We can take that with us.
Someone left this clothespin just hanging here.
Oops. Keep clicking the menu by mistake. I guess that's the downside of having these vertical levels. I know I missed a door up there.
Hop in.
I'd rather check out that door up top before I keep going further down.
Live on CD-ROM from beautiful cliffside Escarpa, it's the Bitternuts! With Jack Klugman as Mr. Bitternut. And starring Sandra Bullhoney as Mrs. Bitternut. With Vinyl McCulkey as Little Bobby Bitternut.
Yes, they're the Bitternuts. They're not just bitter, but they are nuts, they are nuts, they are the Bitternuts.
Today, we join the Bitternuts just as they hear a knock on their door.
Just a minute! Holly, can you get that? Oh, never mind. Do I have to do everything around here? Coming! Yo! Aren't you the giant economy-sized visitor? You know, I'd ask you in, but I'm not sure there's enough air in here. Holly, take a look at this guy. This is what a real man looks like. Holly? Oh, honey, don't mind him. He's just acting his IQ. So, you want to come in? Or maybe that should be, can you come in?
Why, thank you. I will.
Hey, Mom, Hey, Mom, Whoa! Who's the big guy?
We don't know, honey. We're still waiting to find out.
Yes, we've walked into a living sitcom. Black and white, so maybe from the 50s or 60s style. And looks like we're trapped here, so I guess we can only talk to these people as opposed to actually looking around the place.
My name is Torin, from the lands above.
I'm Mrs. Bitternut, and this is what's left of my husband, Mr. Bitternut. And that's Bobby, our son. So, what's that thing in your purse?
Why, that's my little buddy, Boogle. Oh, he won't hurt you. He likes people.
Yeah? Then he won't fit in here. If he's smart, he'll stay off my furniture.
So, it looks like Boogle found two things of interest that he decided to copy. We have the yo-yo, and we have a shovel. Okay. course, the nice thing about this thing being mostly black and white is that the colors really stand out. For example, we have another tile here.
Hey, what are you doing? Put that down.
And doesn't look like she's going to let us take it. Can we talk to the husband?
How do you do, sir? My name is Torin.
Leave him alone. He ain't spoke to nobody in years.
Yes, I can see why.
Yes, Torin's getting the hang of this place.
Mrs. Bitternut, I was wondering.
Selfish. That's all they are. Lived right across the chasm for years. Do we ever hear from them?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, that King Rupert. He really fries my cornbread. Lives almost next door. Does he ever invite us over? No. Why, you'd think he was better than us or something.
I'm sure King Rupert means to be nice to you. Perhaps he's just busy.
Busy for 20 years? And that queen of his.
Die?
Yeah, she should.
Why? What's wrong with her?
Too snooty for me, that's what, Torin. Why, she acts like they didn't have a daughter that was... Hey, have you met their daughter?
No, we have not.
What about their daughter?
Her name's Lena, or something like that. You two should get together, Torin. You have so much in common.
We do? Like what?
Oh, your looks, I suppose.
Yeah, you two deserve each other.
Well, hopefully we'll see this princess later on.
How would you describe Lena?
Well, let's see. She has a nice personality. She's kind to her parents, I suppose. She's a good climber. She's lots of fun. She's a good dancer. She's got a great personality.
In other words, she's a lot like you.
Okay, I think that's all we have from Mrs. Bitternut. Let me just check.
How would you describe Lena?
Well,
Yeah.
she,
In other...
Yep. Exact same dialogue as before. Okay, let's talk to the son here.
Hello, young man.
did he touch you, boy?
Not really, Mom.
What do you mean, not really? You touch that boy again, I'll have you arrested. We don't need no uppity strangers from some other land touching our kids.
Sudden moralistic turn to this sitcom. And that's pretty much all we can get here. Of course, the hint given here is that she feels slighted because the royal family does not send her an invitation. So we'll keep that in mind for when we come back, and maybe we'll be able to get this tile.
Hurry, Boog. Hop in. Be sure to join us next time when we hear Bobby Bitternut ask.
Just hang out till Mom's gone.
The Bitternuts is not filmed before a live audience.
Alright, she was saying that the royal family lives right across the chasm, so I'm assuming that that structure up there may actually be the castle for this kingdom. Which, by the way, if you missed it at first, is called Escarpa.
Well, well, what have we here? It's nice to see humility in somebody around here.
Good day, sir.
Yes, it is, isn't it? But then every day is a good day here in paradise.
A land as lovely as this should be called paradise.
Maybe it should, but we call it Escarpa. But the real question is, what do we call you?
Oh, forgive me, sir. My name is Torin of the lands above.
I am Rupert, King of Escarpa, and this is my lovely wife, Queen Di.
Oh, how do you do, ma'am?
Alarmed, I'm sure.
Eh? What's that?
I said, charmed, I'm sure.
That's nice.
Okay. Okay, we got for some strange reason we have a harpsichord here, and someone who has a body very much like the other servants, but with a weirdly realistic human head. And I'm trying to remember whose head that's supposed to be. Well, it escapes me right now. And of course the pixelation here doesn't help very much. But let's see, we got some crystals up here.
I love the artwork over your throne, Your Majesty.
Why, thank you. But somehow I've always felt my shard collection was incomplete.
As incomplete as your memory, you specious fool.
What's that you say, darling?
I said, no art can compete with our memories, my precious jewel.
Oh, yes, quite so, quite so. What do you think, boy? Isn't she something?
Yes, that she is.
Yeah, as you can see, it's forming a rainbow here. I guess it's the sunlight passing through these crystals. And I think he should be confident that he's missing part of his collection because there's a hole right here.
I love the artwork over...
Why, thank...
As incomplete...
What's that?
I said...
Oh, what do you think, boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing that he just said before. Okay. What else around here? We have another one of these marked tiles here amidst a whole bunch of other green ones.
Your Majesty, this tile seems similar to others I've seen around Escarpa.
Oh, yes, I suppose it is. It was a most popular style a few years ago.
May I have it for my collection?
But what for?
Oh, nothing, I guess. I just kind of liked it.
No, not without a very good reason, young man.
Once again, we try to get something, and we can't really say what it's for yet. It's a chicken over here.
I hope this isn't one of those buffets with a eat-all-you-take policy.
I guess no one cares if we take the chicken. So now we got hunk o' meat. And that's exactly what it looks like. Let's have a look at these tiles here. And it's only painted on one side, but the markings are different on each one. And of course we found the clothespin earlier. And that looks pretty ordinary. Let's have a word with the royal couple here.
King Rupert, Queen Di, I am here seeking Licentia, an evil sorceress who may be in this area. Have you heard of her?
I haven't heard of any Licentia.
He hasn't heard of anything he can remember.
What's that, my queen?
I said, if you'd heard a thing, you'd have her dismembered.
Yes, that's true. She's not here in Escarpa, young man. Perhaps she's in some other world below us, but you are welcome to stay here as my guest for as long as you wish.
Well, that's good to know.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Do you know how to get to the worlds below Escarpa?
It seems I recall a connection back when I was a young boy, but lately we've seen no one at all from the other world. I don't know why. I suppose we've just lost touch.
You can say that again.
Eh? I missed that, Di.
I say, that's a sin.
Well, yes, I suppose. I didn't realize you felt so strongly about foreign affairs.
If you only knew.
Oh. Something might be going on there.
I cannot stay long in Escarpa. I must find Licentia.
Yes, I understand. But in your travels, if you happen upon a young lady named Lena, would you give her a message?
Of course, but how will I know her? What does she look like?
Lena is, very tall. Yes, nearly as tall as you.
And nearly as unsightly.
Excuse me?
I said she should call home nightly.
Oh.
Now Torin's getting into the act. That eye on the king's scepter is kind of creepy.
Is Lena from Escarpa?
Of course. She is my daughter.
Oh, really? A princess? Has she been gone long?
Only a few days, but parents worry nonetheless.
I understand. I know what it's like to miss a loved one.
Di, my dear, why don't you give this boy a piece of your jewelry? That way Lena will know he represents us.
Oh, brother, are you right in his pocket?
What was that?
I said, tell her mother sent her this locket.
Oh, yes, good idea.
Here, Torin, take this one. See? It has a picture of Rupert and me on the inside.
I promise to keep it safe until I find her.
Alright, let's have a look. And this is one of the few times when you actually want to use the imager, because you can manipulate something on the item itself. In this case, there we go, try to get a better, there you go. You can actually see the royal family, or at least the king and queen. Okay, anything else to say?
You mentioned a message for Lena, Your Majesty.
Why, yes. Tell her to come home. We all miss her greatly.
At least one of us.
Eh? What's that you say, Di?
I said, every last one of us.
Oh. Well, yes, that's right. So tell her that, my boy, if you happen upon her, that is.
I will.
Doesn't sound like the princess and her mother got along very well.
I can't wait to meet Lena. I've never met a princess before.
She is a wonderful child, so sweet-natured. I miss her greatly.
I can believe that.
What was that?
I said, I can believe that you miss her.
Godspeed, Torin, and may our paths cross again soon.
Okay, I think that's all that they'll say at this point.
I can't wait to meet...
She is a...
What?
God...
Yep, that was it. Alright, so you can see that the one color crystal here that it's missing is kind of a bluish, maybe a light bluish color, which we happen to have here. So we can put it right up there.
Your Majesty, I can see you are a lover of crystals.
Yes, that's the only kind he is.
What did you say?
I said yes, and how kind he is.
Why, thank you, dear. But continue, boy.
I humbly offer you this gift from the lands above. I think it will balance your set of crystal shards. May I?
Yes, of course.
There. And as this one simple shard completes the connection between the formerly distinct spectra above us, so too, therefore, may our two worlds be connected by the peace and understanding that comes from, it like that there. Oh.
Hear, hear!
Bravo.
I say, what the devil was the boy talking about, Di?
Beats me.
Di, what did you say?
I said, beats me.
Well, I'll consider it. Why, thank you, Torin. It's perfect. And in return, I'd like to present you with this invitation to next week's royal ball.
Nice swap. Shard for free tickets, you cheapskate.
What? What did you say, Di?
I said, I hope he's still free at this late date.
Oh. Yes, boy, do attend.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
We have ourselves an invitation. It doesn't look like we can open it. Royal Ball invitation. Well, I think I know where this is going to go. So let's make our way back over here. And then go back up the stairs. Sometimes you can get a little bit turned around here because of the different stairs going in different directions.
We now return you to the Bitternuts, already in progress.
Just a minute! Coming! Do I have to do everything around here?
Okay, so let's hand her the invitation.
Mrs. B, I just came from King Rupert, and he asked me to give you this.
What is it?
An invitation to the royal ball.
Yeehaw, Harley! We're going to the ball. Ain't you excited? Oh, he's never been excited in his life. Torin, if there's anything we own that you need for your journey, why, just help yourself. It's yours.
Why, thank you, Mrs. B.
Of course, I'd love it if you'd take the mister over there.
Alright, so now we should be able to get this tile.
Hey, what are you doing? Put that down. That's my best trivet.
Oh, Mom, let him have it. You haven't cooked since I was born.
The kid's right. Go on, take it. But don't go taking anything else, you hear? And good luck on your quest, young man. Hey, any chance of you taking Junior along with you?
None whatsoever, I'm afraid. But, thanks for the trivet, Mrs. B.
think that concludes our business here in the sitcom.
Back in the bag, buddy.
Be sure to join us next time when we hear Bobby Bitternut ask,
That was in my pants?
The Bitternuts is not filmed before a live audience.
Alright, so we have 3 tiles for something. And we'll continue on exploring the rest of this world down here in our next recording. So until that time, guys, this is Vexus.